All right. Atlanta Falcons. Yeah. You know, it's interesting because we keep seeing deals being made. The latest one now, the Philadelphia Eagles continue to push their chips to the center of the table. They get the Bears defensive end Robert Quinn for a fourth round pick. Um, gee, the Falcons have a fourth round pick next year. No, I get it. Robert Quinn is up there in age. He's 30 years old. He might be on the down slope of his career. Um, he's got a 5-year, $70 million deal that he's in the middle of. But, you know, the Eagles sit there and go, okay, this guy can make our, team better and help us win. Now the Eagles are 6-0 and they have a shot to do something legitimate, at least they feel at this point in time. So they're completely in a different position. I'm not debating that at all. But let me ask you, why shouldn't the Falcons um, be buyers at this deadline? Like, explain to me why the Falcons have to stand pat and just, you know, deal with what is, um, and not look to get better. I mean, they legitimately can win this division. They legitimately can make the playoffs. Why not try and get better now and in the postseason? I don't know. Makes a ton of sense to me. Like, I would try to get better now and for the postseason and for the future. There are names out there that absolutely could do that. Accumulate talent. Like, I'm not opposed to giving away a fourth round pick or a third round pick for something that is under contract that can be part of your team for the next 2 years at least and makes you better. Just acquire talent. Bill Belichick has always been a master at this. That's why his teams are always competitive because he just acquires talent. Outside of the fact he's a great coach, he just acquires talent, right? Acquire talent. Just get better at it. I mean, you know, with the Falcons in the position that they're in, I've seen a bunch of names bandied about. And one of them that interested me, and this came from Cody Benjamin of CBSSports.com, but trade for the Raiders defensive end, Clelin Ferrell, former first rounder, under contract, will help your defense, get you better in the pass rush department, and maybe a change of scenery helps you out. Like, what's not to like about that uh, for this team? Why does that seem so foreign? Why can't they be buyers? Aggressive GMs win more than they lose. Aggressive GMs end up becoming more of a team or a organization that wins than they lose. Like, here's the thing, okay? And oh, by the way, I'm just looking at Clelin Ferrell's contract. He's a free agent after this year because they didn't pick up his 5th-year option. So you'd have to re-sign him. So the only upside of that is that you give away less for a guy. Would the Raiders take a 5th-round pick for him? I mean, I don't get the notion of standing pat. If you have a chance to do something and you have a chance to be better and you have a chance to make your team better now and in the future, why not do it? For me, it's like a no-brainer. I just like aggressive GMs. I told you that repeatedly. They have all the cap room in the world next year. They've got to get better at multiple positions. Now, the argument is, Zinno, we could stand pat, still make the playoffs where we are, and sign Clelin Ferrell next year. You could. You could. Would you pay more for him in free agency than that? No, not necessarily. You keep the draft capital. I suppose there's an argument for that. But, for me, it's just, I don't know. I don't think there's any reason to sit there and stand pat or be sellers when you have a chance to go get to the postseason. Get better. If you give Arthur Smith more talent overall on either side of the ball, it's going to be a net positive for this team. Again, just me. All right, we did things a little bit out of order here because, why not? I'm still trying to get my bearings about me after a long day yesterday. But I won't leave out Shovels of Wisdom.
Brace yourselves, because it's time for the Shovel of Wisdom.
All right. You know how we do it. Every day we have to set somebody straight for saying or doing something stupid. Do so on my Twitter account, @MarkZinno. Use the hashtag Shovel of Wisdom. Today, my shovel goes to Hal Steinbrenner. Yeah, sorry, guys. This one's personal. Hal Steinbrenner came out yesterday, last night, and said he was a vote of confidence for Aaron Boone, and he's going to stay on for next year. Oh, you jerk. Dear Lord. Your father is rolling over in his grave at the fact that you're keeping this guy on. I can't. Nobody wants to hear me do this, but just give me 3 seconds, please. Okay. You're not going to win a World Series with Aaron Boone as the manager. He's terrible. He is one of the worst in-game managers in baseball. Case in point, Josh Donaldson has been an automatic out for a month plus, and your dumbass keeps penciling him in the lineup and batting him behind John Carlos Stanton fifth to watch him strike out every single damn at bat. Dear Lord. My old man told me yesterday, we talked to him on the phone, or 2 days ago, he said, if they bring Boone back, I'm honestly not watching a Yankee game next year. That's how many people want him gone. You guys want Aaron Boone gone and you won 101 games? I don't care if you win 101 games. I do not care. If you don't win the World Series in Yankee land, you're a loser, period. Braves fans, welcome to that world. If you don't win the World Series every year, you're going to be a loser. That's the world you're entering as Braves fans. I've been in it for the last 25 years, and it sucks. Well, you can't totally say it sucks because they won 5 World Series, but they haven't won one in over 10 years, and life sucks right now. Rather be a Braves fan. Maybe. You guys got any room? Can I jump in? Anybody willing to take me on? Yeah, I don't think so either. You had to try, right? All right, that'll do it for us today here on A to Z. Football Friday coming up tomorrow. Want to remind you guys, and thank you guys for making Locked On Falcons your first listen, because Aaron Freeman does an amazing job. For your next listen, check out the Locked On Sports Today podcast, the biggest stories of the day, plus instant reactions, big game recaps, and of course, the take of the day. You know, I'm curious as to why they're not getting my take of the day. Getting pretty good at it. But Locked On Sports Today podcast, take of the day, available on the Odyssey app, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Appreciate you guys joining me here today. Check out all the shows on Locked On ATL, on Roku TV, on the Amazon Fire Stick, wherever you get Roku TV, of course, on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, give the thumbs up to the YouTube channel as well, and check out all the great content wherever you get your podcasts. You just search Locked On Sports Atlanta. Once again, thank you guys for joining me here on this Thursday. Back tomorrow for a Football Friday. You guys have a wonderful day. Don't take any crap from anybody. See ya.